everyone. This week is practice week, so welcome. Today is going to feel a little different, and that's on purpose. For the last few weeks, we've been talking about some really important things that Jesus tells us to put first in our lives. You've listened, you've talked, and maybe even you've thought, okay, but now what? Today, that's the now what. Because faith isn't something that we talk about, it's something that we practice. And before you panic, I want you to hear this. This isn't about perfection. It's not about having all of the answers, but it's about taking one small step. If you've ever felt like you're bad at the faith stuff, this is for you. If you've ever wished you could try following Jesus instead of just hearing about him, this is for you. No one gets good at anything by accident. Athletes don't wake up amazing. Musicians don't nail it on the first try. Even the best gamers lose a lot. The truth is, practice leads to growth. And the same is true with our faith. Jesus actually talked about this when he told a story about two people who built houses. One person built on a solid rock while the other one built on sand. And when the storm came, the house on the sand fell apart, but the house on the rock stood strong. Jesus said the difference was practice, not just hearing his words, but actually doing them. So today, we're going to do that. We're going to look at what it looks like to practice. So I want us to rewind first and remember what we've been learning over the last 3 weeks. First, we talked about loving God first. We learned that we can love God because he loved us first. Loving God isn't just a feeling. It's something that we choose with our hearts, our minds, and our actions in this world. Then we talked about your value, that you're not just a trend. You don't matter only when people notice you or when you are useful. You matter because God says you matter. And that's the truth, no matter what. Then we talked about loving others. Jesus shows us that everyone matters. And he showed us that by talking to that woman that everyone else ignored at the well. He didn't just avoid her, he noticed her. And it changed everything for that woman. So here's the big question. What would it look like to actually live this out? So here's the practices that I would love for you to try this week. The first one is hearing God through scripture. Spend time in the word. The second is talking to God through prayer. The third is talking about God with others. And the fourth is living for God through worship and service. It's not about being perfect. It's just about showing up with your whole heart and being honest. As we move into this worship time, and I ask you to take this time for yourselves, spend 15, 20 minutes trying these practices every day. And here's what I want you to remember. God isn't waiting for you to get it all right. He's inviting you to take a step in prayer, one conversation, one kind action, one moment of choosing love. That's how faith grows. So go out there and practice and love the people around you because God loved you first. Later, everyone.